get my music ready. Well, I don't need that open. I wanna use that song, but no, I think I'll use something else. Okay, that's still going. I'll definitely use blue, just so I can get better grip on my outfit. I think I'm gonna redesign the outfit a slight bit.
A slight bit?
Yeah. I mean, like, the top bit that I'm using for the token isn't going to change. It's mainly the bottom bit, because I know some of the armor is gonna... some of it's gonna be showing under the armor. Okay, that finally loaded. My thing is when it comes to the trying to do armor, my lines are just terrible.
I have horrible lines, don't worry.
Hello. And there we go. I'm just gonna pick a random playlist and like go with it. Like a lot of my playlists that I use for the art and stuff usually come from like 99 Lives, because I know a lot of their music I can use without any issues.
Yeah, my weeks go slow.
Alright. Now I'm gonna go track down those armor pieces. You know what? I want to show you this armor piece. Someone actually like made this in real life. It's really cool. Come on, Discord, change over. Thank you.
It doesn't want to do it.
It never wants to do anything. This armor piece. I also had this one as design inspiration as well, but I'm not sure like what parts to even use. I just liked it. I think I'll start with the boots though.
I think you like it because of the skin. You see a lot of good skin.
I don't know where to fucking start. Oh, I should actually go show you Camilla as well. You'll find out real quickly why she's actually like one of my favorites in Fire Emblem. At least of Fire Emblem Fates. There we go.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm good at somewhat like a design like that. Ish. So it should definitely have like a middle armor piece. Hmm. What piece should I start with though? The chest piece?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I was thinking the chest piece. Maybe I should use some kind of like like maybe some bat wing like structure to it. But how would I go about designing something like that?
I don't know, I'm lost.
Hello, with things for sure, I'll probably have something like this. Rough sketch first, and then I'll add detail on a different layer. Maybe some wings like this on here. This looks terrible at first, I know.
I'm terrible.
No. I feel like you're a better artist than I am, actually.
No. I take too long, so I'm not really a good artist.
Ow. I pulled my own hair. I realize I don't know how to do wings. Cause this character, she's a wyvern rider. I am concentrating so hard, but it already sucks. I'm gonna have to go over it again eventually. Maybe I should make the wings bigger as well.
Big wings.
Yeah, that looks terrible.
I'm terrible.
No, Ross, no you're not.
Damn. I'm terrible. Rawr.
I need this bigger. Let's just get rid of that. Start on this layer. Get that blue again. And then erase it. This is like maybe the big problem when it comes to this. I'm actually going to come down. Oh, nope. There we go. I'll do that. I'll do that as well. Say goodbye to that hair back there. And I am going to redesign the boots because I don't like how these boots are. I know I want them open, that's for sure. That doesn't look good at either. You know, I really did like the idea of your character, Oz. Your fox faunus. I'm sorry. Lagoose.
The very first one?
No, I meant the Lagoose. Not the Seraphina. Or not Seraphina, but your original Roz. For that campaign, no. I meant for
You're confusing yourself now.
Yes, I am. It's been a long day. It's been a good day, but a long day. I'll add a belt here. I definitely need to redesign the belt eventually. This is just a rough sketch. I'll add another belt here. Don't you just love sketches that just look like shit?
It depends.
I'll add two more belts actually. Our boots are going to be very belt heavy. I really don't have... This is what happens when you go in without any idea for anything. So that end's going to be covered up. I'll do that before I forget. There's a belt right here. And I think that was on the side there. Right around here. Good enough, I guess. I'll go ahead and add terrible ruffles right now. Now I can add armor on top. I will still add, like, probably the wing bit up at the top. At least a very rough sketch.
We can always make it rougher.
There we go. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. I think what really gets me when it comes to doing anything is perspective.
What gets me on doing anything is anything.
I think I don't have a good grip on perspective.
I don't have a grip on anything.
I don't think anyone has a grip on anything or else. At least none of us do. I think I need to make these longer. I'll even do this. Make sure she has a back piece. Go ahead and do that. Start out with that. Except I'll probably make those smaller.
Make it bigger.
And then I did say I wanted to have a piece in front. Whoops. My line just sucked there for a good minute. So the angle should be something like this. I don't know how people do like rough sketches and they look so good. When mine just look like shit. You can't even tell what's going on in them.
Mine looks like shit too.
I do know for sure when it comes to when it comes to everything else. I kind of want to put a dragon right here.
Dragon?
Or at the very least, like a wyvern face. A very rough sketch for that.
I will nickname you Dracky.
Something like that, I guess. I'll probably redesign it a little bit after. And the dragon goes right there. The belt will go there. That will go there. That belt will go over that one. This is gonna look so bad in the end. I can already tell.
You never know until you finish it.
You're right, but I always go into this thinking it's gonna be shit. Anyways.
Same.
This is one really weird ass fucking song.
What song is it?
How about the check? It's called I Would Deliver.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, whoops. No. God, those damn pads. I'll work on the shoulder pad. I do with the big spiky armor pad.
Its nickname will be Spiky.
I'll give her the second piece underneath there. And be one right here. This is why I don't design armor. The last armor I designed is... I don't know, it's okay. But it's not, well, you know.
Rawr.
It's not good.
What makes something good and bad? Nothing. It's all perspective.
Like chaos.
Yeah.
Which I do like about that, actually. Because chaos is actually, like, neither good nor bad. It's what you do with that chaos.
Yep.
I mean... I do want to give her a helmet, but that would mess up the hair that I have for her, so I don't think I will. There's my phone. Let's make this a different color. Let's see what I can do about this damn chest plate. If I could even call it that.
Don't do anything at all. But do it.
No, that's not gonna work. I think I need to make this a tad bit smaller. I just realized I gotta draw a fucking wyvern. How the fuck do I do that? Again.
Try again.
For that, check if I have everything here, I think. Okay, that might be actually better than what I had before. I don't know, does that look good to you so far, Ross?
It's zoomed in.
Actually, what part of this did you get? I mean, it's not really all that zoomed in, you know? Yeah, a dragon will go here too. I actually need to go look something up eventually. And after this last refinement here, I'll definitely put the detail of the dragons in. Actually, no, I think right here would be better. Okay, this song is actually a lot better than that last one. That song was just... why?
Don't know.
I'm trying to make like sharp lines. Make sure that when she does punch, it's gonna fucking hurt.
Punch him in the balls.
I have a pretty good idea for this character, and I've been playing it over and over in my head, and I really want to get like all my character sheets and stuff done. And then start working on the maps, which I might actually stream that eventually too. At least working on maybe a couple of maps. No, that's not gonna work. Whoops. Whoops. I need that. God damn it. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I think I might need to make that smaller though. It's definitely gotten more refinement, I guess. So how's your day been, Ross?
So far, so good, I think. I made it home.
That is good.
Yeah.
Make just a few small ones actually, instead of just the one that I had before. I can't see what you actually do with that picture. It always bothered me, that Penny never had, like, a true design by me. You know?
Yeah. But you would get into it.
I notice when I'm trying to sketch and I don't pick up the pen, it just looks like I scribble. Uh. But I mean, it works, I guess. I definitely need to extend this. Yeah, I'll just move it, turn it the other way. This is gonna look so goofy, but I think I'm gonna like it nonetheless. Actually, I'm not gonna put any design on that. That's not gonna work. I'll do this. It looks better. It was much easier when I had basically a design to go off of.
Like that.
Here, I do not. That's not gonna work. I'll stick with the belts instead.
Belts?
Belts. Man, God, that looks like so much crap.
Might need to elongate the leg of the foot a little bit.
No, I don't think that's it. My problem is its design. Maybe I'll go ahead and just add a diamond.
Like a diamond in the sky.
I actually really like that song. And this will go, this belt will go underneath. And this one will go around there again. It's a much better design, I guess. Are you ever going to get back to working on yours campaign, Ross?
Eventually.
How is Cyberpunk? Took me a second to remember.
I haven't played it for a while, but it's still good. I just haven't been able to play it.
I mean, it looks fun with all the character customizations you have. Any game that has character customizations, of course I'm gonna love.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe I should have this at an angle. Does mean I need to slightly redesign this as well. You know what? This would actually, I don't know, be nice to look at eventually. Now I'm gonna look for a dragon insignia. Or a wyvern one. I like the designs of wyverns and whatnot. But all the wyverns I see don't have the front legs, but in Fire Emblem, they do. I'm thinking, should a wyvern be white? Or black?
It depends on design. It's kind of hard to say because everyone makes a wyverns differently.
Found a perfect one. At least there's some sort of like insignia. gonna go ahead and try this out. Okay, I need to make that smaller. It's gonna look, I don't know. It's gonna be very chibi eyes, I guess, from the design I see here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Maybe I just need a... Maybe it's the fact that it's also at an angle too. And I really thought I clicked and god damn nude. God damn it. I hate it when that happens. Maybe should I go to tried and true side face? The other way. Okay, that looks like shit. Okay, maybe that'll be the last thing I do. I'll definitely have to expand the picture. And make a wyvern. Of course, that won't be until after I color her in. I was thinking, should I stream tomorrow too? Maybe work on this a bit more?
Sure, why not?
I am like trying to stream more often because I used to have a lot more people join the stream, but now barely anyone joins. Which I can't blame them. I really like can't blame them.
Yeah, there's also a thing where people are saying that streaming is going downhill. It's not popular.
No, I think it's really just Twitch. With everything that's going on with like Twitch, can't blame them. Yeah, I'm good with that. Like, seriously, it really did, like, go downhill very fast. I've been watching, like, quite a few things about it. That's too thick. That's my problem.
Your greatest nemesis is a toothpick.
Ugh. Need that to be thicker. Yeah. I know earlier they were supposed to get the new washer in, but I don't think they ever did. Perfect size. Because we've needed a new one for like a really long time. Whoops. I'll draw these in first, actually. I'm actually going to try to make this line somewhat decent. Should switch back over so I could see if there are actually any comments. Which there are not.
Just my rar.
Yep, just your R. Oops. Oops. Wrong brush. I should actually probably learn more brushes to use. Honestly, I had fun designing this one. At least, like, the hair is probably, like, the hair with the face is probably my favorite part. I don't know what I was thinking with the hair in the face. I just knew I wanted it to be somewhat cool. My belts definitely could use some work. If you had to design a character with armor, how would you go about doing that?
I don't know. That is kind of hard.
Armor in general is just hard.
Yeah. Art in general is hard.
That's why I do it as a hobby and not a profession.
Yeah. I want to try to make it into a profession, but I want to get good at it before I can attempt it.
You're a lot better than I am. At least that's how I feel.
Maybe, but I'm not. I don't feel I'm at the point where I can make it into a profession.
That's why I haven't really done any commissions. I still have to finish the one for Gumpy. The problem with that is yeah, the main problem with that is the fact that I'm still trying to learn how to do stuff, and I don't think I'm doing a very good job.
Something that someone told me is if you try to master everything, you won't learn anything. So try to master one thing at a time, or not even mastering it, just attempt it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm actually like learning stuff in Blender. Like I'm actually using nodes now. I'm trying to learn how to put a gradient texture on a model because I actually do want to use that to help me with creating the texture for Gumpy's body. She is her outfit, her armor is very up there. Very extravagant. You'll be able to tell it's her from a mile away. I'm actually adding depth. At least giving that illusion. I don't know if I did a very good job on that, but I'm trying anyways.
That's all we ever can do.
I'll eventually figure it out, I guess. Do you think you would go the route of creating your own art for your D&D games? Or would you just go the lazy route and find pictures?
Art. Maybe a combination of the two.
Yeah. At least for background characters, I would go the route of just looking for things online or something.
Yeah.
Though for the main characters, since I've already started it, somewhat, especially with the tellius campaign, given that I'm drawing those characters now, I still have to do her character sheet. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
D&D 3.5e is fun. It's just there's a lot of stuff. But I love like all the different options and whatnot. It's definitely fun. I need to spin that a bit more. Go ahead and do that too. You know what? That looks fine. You know, this was somewhat of a fun process.
Also,
Because I had someone to talk to.
yeah.
And I think I came up with a decent design.
What do you mean decent?
Decent. Someone can make a much better armor design than I can. In fact, I would welcome that. Just see what people come up with for her design. If I actually had a following, I feel like she would actually be a fan favorite. Or at least I hope.
Well, get to a point where you have a following.
Of course, I just hope I can play her right. I don't know if you would count friends as a following.
As long as you don't play her like Penny, you're safe.
No, she's more sadistic than that. She's more sadistic. I do want to redeem myself with that though. With Penny.
Try it.
I just don't know if I should end up taking Maria down that route. Given that she's just doesn't like being touched. It would be character development. I would need more charisma though.
I think we all need more charisma.
That is also a good point. I think I can go through and start deleting stuff. However, before I do that, I'm gonna duplicate this layer. Just in case. Honestly, I was on the fence about her, the top of her dress. I think maybe because I got the alignment wrong.
What do you mean you got the alignment wrong?
Yeah, because, like I said earlier, perspective is not my strong suit.
For a lot of people, it's not.
I think that's my main problem when my face is, when I draw at, like, some kind of angle, they look goofy. But hey, I tried. That's all that counts. Where is it? Whoops, not that one. I hate that YouTube stops after a while when you're not, messing around with anything on YouTube, and it asks if you want to, if you're still watching. I can see Netflix doing that, but it's annoying as shit when it's YouTube.
We've noticed you've been listening to the same song for 20 minutes. Do you want to continue?
It's stupid. Oops. I got rid of some I didn't want to get rid of. You know, the hand I drew, the one that's up, is probably the best hand I've drawn, which is sad.
Not too sad.
Hand is actually like a very difficult thing to draw.
It's difficult for everyone.
That. No, I'll get rid of this one here. This one. So good thing I have one line here. At least one of them that's a little less opaque, with a little less opacity than the other one. This would be so annoying to figure out like what to erase. At least to me. I wonder, how would you go actually about like doing this differently if you could? Hope the next song's not bad. Goodbye to this curly hair at the bottom. It was fun while you lasted. Okay, there's a little bit left to go. The problem when there's a lot to erase, but at the same time, not a lot. Alright, now let's see what this looks like with the opacity all the way up. That doesn't look all that bad. Let's bring that back.
It almost looks like a warrior version of Princess Peach.
A warrior version of Princess Peach.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I don't really see it, but I could draw a Princess Peach. A warrior version. Meantime, I'll just continue putting this in. I need to add more gray to this now. Oops. I just hit the mic. I think this is probably how I'm going to do like all of my my pictures now. Not even like clean it up. However, I still will try and add shading to a lot of my other drawings. It's just for my tellius, it's just flat collars. Nothing else. Just flat collars. I'm just starting out with the gray so I can see what the fuck the collar. Because it is quite annoying when you miss a spot. I'm gonna import the other drawing I have. Because all I did from where I didn't want to redraw it, I just decided to crop the top bit. I'm gonna use that. At least for the top bit.
Crop the top. Crop the top, baby. Crop the top.
This one's not too bad. It's called Starry Night. Come on. I think this will definitely be my style when it comes to drawing. Just give it a rough sketch look. I just need to figure out how to shade. Just realized I don't know what to do for colors. There it is.
Colors can be the biggest pain in the ass.
Because I definitely want to use like a different like set of colors for her armor than what I did for the body or for her outfit. But I also needed to work with it.
Into my life, so unexpected. I guess it's destiny. You know you're just my type, so I'll give you all my loving. Even if I have me a telescope.
What you doing now, Roz? I'm just trying to make conversation now.
Trying to survive. It is the bare minimum.
Whoops. Well, I know we're all trying to survive, but I meant like in terms of art. You still working on your Pataru, or is that done?
I have a few things to work on it. I haven't touched it since last time I showed you, or put it on the thingy.
Cause it does look really cute. But you notice I went through the simple route. I reused the base that I made like last year, but I modified it a little bit.
I was gonna go simple, but then I was like, you know what? What if I make it a little bit better?
It's whatever you want.
I want money.
We all want money.
So I don't have to go to work. I cheated.
How'd you cheat? I missed some parts to erase. Oh well.
I made a 3D body pose based off of your design, and I altered it a little bit to make it look like more humanish, and I did based off of that. I cheated.
I mean, that's up to you. The pose I used, it came from, someone who I've used their poses before. I'm just
Can I see
terrible.
it?
The original pose?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I can find it real quick. Let's see if I can.
Because I was trying to find that original pose that looked just like it, but I couldn't find any at
You
all.
could have asked. I fave a lot of their stuff. If you go to DeviantArt, Kate Fox, she does a lot of pose references and stuff. I wish I had money to get to her Patreon just so I can get like all the recent poses. Which one was it? I just need to find it. I know I have it here. I just have a lot of references and stuff in this file. I've used quite a few of their poses. Okay, I don't know I have it, damn it. I definitely went over it. Maybe it's on my desktop. It was definitely one of her recent ones. I feel. Maybe it is on my desktop. Move this over here. Damn it, I know I have it somewhere. I know what, I can just find it on her page. After all, it's easy to find her when I credit her like so much. It's Kate Dash Fox, by the way.
Yeah, I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
You know what fucking sucks? I click
What?
on a picture, and it goes to a different picture than the one I clicked on.
Shit.
DeviantArt has been really weird like that. Well, what can you do? Boy, that was a definite slowdown. It acted as if I had my stabilization up all the way, and I didn't. And then all of a sudden it caught up with me.
Shit. It'd be weird.
It do be weird. But that's just how my laptop is. I feel like if I got it cleaned out, it would work much better.
Maybe.
Because, as we all know, and I've said this plenty of times, and I'm not letting this go, that my niece threw up on my laptop.
Yeah.
She threw up everywhere. It was not a pretty sight. My laptop would not turn on for like 2 days after. And on top of it, it also overheated at one point. It wouldn't turn on for like 2 days after that. So I know there's definitely damage. As to what that damage is, I don't know. Okay, I think everything's all colored in. No, wait. Damn it. I forgot the armor piece.
Of all things.
Yep. It was the one that's mostly hidden, so...
Don't die.
I'm slowly dying. We all are.
No.
I'll just go ahead and do it this way. Where is it? There you are. Katrolka. Yeah. Let's see, I wish there was like a... Here we are. Select all. Let's see how that works. Alright. This is one way to do it.
Sneak over.
Now to move this into place. Which is going to be fun, trying to match this up. Okay. Okay, I think I matched it up pretty well. Now only part of it looks magical and done.
You gotta complete it.
Yes, I do. I shall start with that. The just bit anyways. Just to make this bigger. Get that. Get all of this. I'm thinking I want her boots to be Should they be black or a different color?
That all depends on what you want her color scheme to be.
Because I already have this, like, navy blue-ish. Go ahead and do this. I'm thinking about, for most of her armor pieces, I want to give her black armor. I'll color it in first, though, before I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Duplicate this. I have a problem. I have a lot of tabs because I duplicate things because I don't want to lose progress. In case I, like, mess up.
Yeah.
I don't need this one open anymore. I think I'll start with that armor. Yeah, I'll start with this color here. I know one thing's for sure, when it came to doing the lips and the makeup, I had fun with that because I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I think it came out, I don't know, decently.
Decently.
Oh boy, what fun. Coloring something in. I think I need to make this just a tad bit smaller. Make it a little bit more manageable. And of course, when it came to my shoulder, my elbow pads, my elbow pieces of armor, they look like shit. They look worse than everything else. Oops. Come on, undo. I actually been wanting to finish your character sheet. Give you a few things I think would fit your character, since I did a terrible job explaining how the sheet works.
So confused.
And I can't blame you.
It's like I did the shit once, and then I lost it somehow. Like,
I
okay,
even
I don't
sent
know
you
what
like
to do.
links.
I
Because
know,
I
but
can
the
find
thing
it,
is,
I just can't edit it. I yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where the first one went because I know we did it. I just don't know where.
Actually, I can do something. Let's see if I can do this again.
And I'm having issues with my driver, and I think it has to do with my computer's operating system. And I think it's having an issue because all the class, and I am really deciding on reformatting my computer just to fix that issue. And this time, whenever I do assignments for class, I am just going to put it into a virtual cloud and not have it touch my system at all.
I found it. I don't know if this is work because this is your character sheet. I haven't edited it at all. This one. Your level 16 Lagoos here. If push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure I can just make a copy of it and then send you the copy when I'm done. And the original will just...
that might have been the original, I don't know. But if it is, why did you
That
ask me to redo it? I don't know. No, it's not the one that I did. Because the one that I did before had the numbers on all of the skill names. This is part of the remake.
No. This is this is my Lagoos one.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah. That's the Lagoos one. I need I do.
Sleeping. I might have been sleeping that day and I forgot all about it.
Honestly, I can't blame you. It has been a while, so I'm eventually like hoping that this one will satisfy my need for D&D until I can get my main one done, or at least get everything else done. If you want me to, I can just make a copy of that. I just need a name. Whoops.
Be like on Shield Hero and call it bitch.
No.
Darn.
There's a difference. There's a difference between your character and her.
I don't see one.
Huge difference. You don't act the way that she did. I don't even have to watch the damn show to know the terrible shit she's done. Need to... I like the idea that when it came to my other campaign, the one based off of Phantasy Star,
Yeah.
where I named the the robot Dastard. In my mind, he misheard you and said Dastard, so that has been his name. Or correction, her name. I'm actually very curious to see how that goes. I'm probably gonna get a little bit more done for it eventually, and then when I do, I want to do a test run. How does that sound?
Yeah. We just gotta do it. But I'm too lazy. Get her pen check.
I thought this one would be faster. And technically it is, since the only thing I have to really do is character sheets. That one I still have to do a lot of weapons, I still have character sheets I need to do, maps. To be fair, both of them need maps.
Yeah.
But the maps for the tellius campaign, this one is a lot easier to make maps for, given that the maps revolve around medieval style shit. So, compared to like the futuristic stuff.
Yeah.
The first couple of maps that I did for that campaign was made just by ripping textures from my Phantasy Star Universe game. However, I don't like doing that because I have to change my settings just to get the fucking work. Oops. Forgot this glass, dark piece over here, and then it's off the metal pieces on the legs.
Play with those legs.
I gotta say, I'm glad I got Clip Studio Paint. I'll just be sticking with version 1.
Yeah. I'm debating about going ahead and upgrading version 2 and keeping that as a license. Because it says you can still keep 2 as long as you purchase it, but you have to purchase a whole upgrade thing to get to version 3. It's like, damn.
I'm fine, I have everything I could ever want or need with version 1.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think that would probably be the easiest for me to just stick with version 1 because I can barely do a damn thing as it is. I think my diamond's a bit off kilter. Then again, what part of my armor is it? I haven't showed you the other armor pieces I've done, have I?
I don't think so.
There we go. I need this one. Damn it, Janet, where'd you go?
Yeah.
Here we go. There's one. So here's it. Decides I want to show up. There it is. And then Janet.
I got a big shield.
Which one do you like the most, actually?
This one because it reminds me of Sango from Inuyasha.
Janet.
This one, yeah. Not that one. Not the pink one.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna be seeing both of them a lot. Because one of them's the queen and the other's a delivery person. You just got caught up in everything. But even if they weren't doing anything, they would have helped out anyways. I'm just curious to see what you guys do with everything. With all the different characters. Some of them can be romanced.
You know I will try.
Yep. Oh, I like that actually.
What?
With the colors on there as of like right now.
Oh,
with
that?
the black armor.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do something real quick. I need the skin color here. So that I can color in the legs. I forgot about the legs.
Legs.
Actually, I need to... I'm just not sure what to have everything else is, because I have the black and this blue here going.
Yeah.
And then I also have some purple mixed in with it. What kind of person would I be if I didn't add a little bit of purple in? It would not feel like a me kind of thing.
Put me in there. I'm purple. Rawr.
Yeah, this could be skin color too. Or maybe I should make it a tad bit darker and make it tights. I need to remove a couple of pixels here. Let's find out real quick. I think it was this color. No, I don't think that was it. No, I don't have a better idea. This would be easier for me. What better way to get it than to just eye drop it from the character?
Yeah. I drop it.
Ah, no. Maybe a different shade of it. Maybe this dark color. I'll deal with it later. Merge down. Maybe I should add a bit of silver in with it. Hmm. I want to see something. I just need this purple again. Definitely a different shade of purple to the hair. You know what picture I should probably get back up and finish?
What?
The one from our first campaign. The class picture.
So long ago.
Yeah. It's just, should I even? Because we're not even going to finish the campaign, and Juno wanted that for the campaign.
You can always do it for fun.
I think I might actually, like, redraw them. This one sounds like something my brother would listen to. It really does sound like something he'd listen to. It really does sound like something you listen to. I just can't get that out of my head now. Earlier, my brother bought me 2 games from Steam from my wish list for my birthday.
What games?
Tales of Zestiria, which, to be fair, already had for PS3, and Tears of Berseria, which I know we already have for, like, I think PS4. I just want them for the PC so I can play them easier. It'll probably be a while before I play them, regardless of anything. Mainly because I already have games installed that I need to finish. I need something else that will go well with this color scheme. Maybe a light gray. Or should I go back to that dark purple like the hair? I know one thing's sure, I'll just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna...
You could probably keep the dark hair and just focus on you know, low lights to lighten it up. Or
I know for... That's an ugly brown. That is seriously an ugly brown. That one's too desaturated. No, good enough. Just occurred to me. Okay, that's not it. This one is. Okay. I have a habit of drawing on the same layer and I don't mean to. Maybe I'll, after I color this in, I'll see what it looks like and then decide if I want to change the shade or not. I just need it all to be one color first. Whoops. Those two are so close together. Because I think I might make the boots a different shade of black after this. Just to see. When I was helping you out with your art one earlier, where you had your wings yourself,
Yeah.
that one. When I was helping
Yeah,
you
which
out,
one?
like I know exactly how you felt in trying to come up with the color scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like the hair, I really, really liked the hair color. But I think it was just like the shade of the colors that you chose. At least that first time. I think it might have just been that was the problem for me.
Hey, I'm just very picky.
Put that above. Right now. Let's see what this shade here goes for. I like how it just does the whole thing, but no. It's because this one is like that. Or maybe a different shade of brown. Maybe a really deep brown. Maybe not so saturated. I think I'll stick with this one. This one.
Go with all of them.
Now this one can be like that. No, there's still the whole thing about the belts. I think I will actually go for that purple color. Make it coherent. Yeah, just make it a little more coherent. And then we'll see after it's done. See if my choice was truly the best choice. Because I do like the whole concept of like the all black armor. But with like maybe the straps being something else. Excuse me. Actually, I don't know why I chose this hair color. I just know I liked it when I after I colored it all in. Oops, I gotta go back to that side. And I had some things to remove. I'm terrible with staying inside the line.
Same.
And I got an art book earlier that's of dragons, and it's like one of those adult coloring books where there's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck. I'm never gonna be able to stay in the lines here. Nor am I gonna have the patience for it.
No.
But I do love dragons.
Dragon.
With the main one being, of course, Spyro. Which I think should be to no surprise there.
Yeah, especially when you keep on playing Spyro.
I haven't played it in a while, actually. I kind of want to start that back up again. Oops. There we go. Much better. It's a problem when you have a lot of layers and you don't name them.
Name your layers.
I'm too lazy. I'm glad I had someone along for this ride.
It's a crazy ride.
Very crazy ride.
Yep.
Is this just like a new tab I never even used? Yes, that is a new tab I've never even used. I'm okay with that. I can use it. In fact, I will. I'm going to use a very dark black here. Like a darker shade. So that I can color in the fucking boots. I'm realizing, why would everyone watch my artwork? It literally looks like shit compared to what some other people can do.
Oh, the same way.
But I am having fun doing this, so I guess that's all that counts. When you have fun, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be more like some of those fat, ugly people to have a lot of confidence and end up getting a lady.
I have no confidence.
I don't have any either. That was beaten out of me pretty much when I was younger.
Same. Blame high school.
Mine was pretty much beaten out of me for a while. I think since middle school.
Yeah. Hear that, kids? Run away from school as fast as you can.
I don't think
Sucks
I
the
ever
life out of
told
you.
you this, but one time my brother went over a bus seat to hit a kid. I mean, I can't blame my brother. The two of us were bullied, and he was bullying my brother. My brother just had enough.
Yeah.
I just remember my mom saying that after the phone call, she just started laughing.
But this isn't a laughing situation. Oh, yes, it is.
I don't know why that one is around either. Am I just accidentally making a new layer without even realizing it?
Maybe.
I'll merge that with the layer below. Oh, whoops. This, I need to do that first. And now merge with the layer below. And now I merge this one with the layer below. I think that is everything colored in. I'll go ahead and use this one and hope a new layer isn't miraculously made. Could go ahead and just do this. Fix that. There we go. Alright then. So looking back on it now that I've zoomed out, how's it look? Oh, Wanderer Coco. Thank you! I know I'm not the best artist in the world.
It's the Cocoa Puffs.
And I went into this not knowing exactly how I was going to draw the armor either. I think it came out okay. Just okay. I realized when the armor's on, it just kind of looks like she's not wearing anything but the armor. Woo! Thank you for the follow! I'll just use this for the buckle here. The one buckle I have here. Because I forgot to do that. I'll probably do my wyvern later. Because I still gotta figure out how to do that. No, I will go ahead and do something. Where is it? Canvas size, canvas size, canvas size. Change canvas size, here we go. Yeah, there we go. No, I think I may need to also make it a tad bit taller. I'll figure that out later though. I mean, it looks nice, I guess. No, it's...
Take the bra off. Do it, do it.
No, I do have like a set and name of characters. I'm thinking the next one I do remake would I guess will be a character that I've also had like a look in my mind for. I have named her Shivera. which is the name of a town in a Mario game. It's an ice town. It's just I kind of don't know where to start. Okay, I think I saved that one. It's just staying as that. I'm just gonna import one of these other pictures in here to use as a reference. At least in terms of like just getting a picture size, because all my pictures are relatively the same. Let's see. There we go. I had a lot of fun actually doing that armor piece. Shivera though, Shivera's a mage, so she's not gonna have any armor. She's gonna have robes. Let's see.
Whoops.
Robes. I think it was. First, make a terrible circle. That other picture was a lot bigger. So I just need to realize that. It's definitely like an issue that I have here. We're just drawing. I'll just block shit out first. Damn it, YouTube. Oops, wrong tab. Video 38 out of 237. And this one's called You and Me. Duh. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying the stream, Coco. Now with this I can shape it more.
Kinky.
First of all, I think these needs to be moved over. Tad bit. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think I need to do this. The problem is, it is definitely gonna be quite fun trying to do this at an angle. After that, since I think I may have made it too big, or to show too much down here. Either that or I need to make it fatter. At least the body a little bit wider. I'll click this blue collar here. Oops. See, I don't know a lot of things when it comes to drawing, but I know enough to get around. Then my ear sucks. Yeah. I think this is probably the best I want to do. Yeah, no. I'll come back to the ear. I think I just drew that a little too high. And then again, when done, don't I ever not draw anything? Oh! Your fang! Of course. Welcome, Fang. Took me a minute to realize that. At least to see the comments since I've been drawing. It was nice of you to join. I was telling Ross this earlier, since I don't watch anyone else's stream. Yeah. Since I don't watch anyone else's stream, I don't expect people to come see mine. But that's just like a me thing. I really don't expect people to come see mine because of just how I am. And it didn't help in there for a while. I just haven't uploaded like anything. Or like streamed anything. I think I need to bring this out better. I know enough about a human anatomy to make sure it at least looks decent.
Maybe.
Somewhat. After I get a base down. That still leaves that still leaves a lot of things, actually. Now I just need to go over top of this first. Do my lines here. This is usually how it goes. I make several different alliterations of a base and then start drawing and then make even more alliterations of the base plus extra details.
That's usually how it goes.
The fun part to do that. I'll start with the side hair actually. Is that what things for sure I want? This is probably gonna look real stupid. It's supposed to look like a pulled hair back. So I'll just have that to indicate it. Along with that and having more pulled back hair here. I've had this idea for maybe too long. It is not coming out how I figured it would be. Maybe other alliterations of my hair would make it look better. Maybe I should nudge strands. And do this. Alright, now here's the the main course. See if I can add the eyes. I try to give her those cute round eyes. The whole story with this character is her and her sister are actually like twins. And in the games, only the goose can transform. I'll just... Okay, I think she may be looking too much like a different with like a different Fire Emblem character. I couldn't see the I couldn't find the eraser. I don't know if that's just me, but I really couldn't find it there for a second.
It's where you put it last.
Aww. I'll just do the face last. I'll go with her look here. I think, I think... Yeah, that's much better actually. I'll go ahead and add that in there while I'm at it. I think I may need to make that a little bit longer. Just, yeah. So part of the whole sketch layer. I think all of it's sketch layer. What am I kidding? Jeez, I just realized it's a 1 AM.
Time flies when you be having fun.
It does. Okay, I think I have a simple outline. Now the face. Hmm. I guess I fake it till I make it, huh?
That is how everyone survives.
I just gotta do the smart thing. Copy and paste. And then take this and mirror it.
She was murdered.
And then take it again. And squish it. But not that way. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Select none. That's what I was trying to do. No, I think I need to move this over a slight bit. Wrong layer.
It's the raw layer.
If you say so, Ross.
Rawr.
Whoops.
Found in the basement family. The medical examiner estimates they were dead for at least 3 days. The air conditioning system in the house was turned on, apparently to slow the decomposition of the body.
Go ahead and do this and then that, and then I'll put my nose in. Okay, that definitely needs work. Maybe I need to do that as well. Needs to be happier. Honestly, sometimes this music doesn't even sound like music.
Clean house and
Oh, that's cute. Ish.
clean house and
You know what? I might like that. So I think I might change where that is. No, I'll be okay with that. It's turning out to be a lot simpler than I thought she was going to look. But again, compared to that armor piece, man.
Ah.
And then do this, and I'll change this back to red to see what changes I think I can make. I think before I do anything, I'll put my face in, and then go from there. And then if I like this layer, I'll turn it black. That's usually how I go. Sometimes this thing lags, I feel like. Yeah, my saturation is my stabilization is not that high. Maybe I just need to get rid of this line. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. I don't know what that just did or how that looked. But I hate doing that. Yep, there it goes. I feel like adding just these little small pieces of hair just make it look a little bit better. Probably a little bit more detail.
Maybe.
Maybe I should give her a little bit of bangs to make this look a little better. Maybe I should start on this side first. Oh, there we go. I guess that's the best I'm gonna make it at the moment. Actually, I should start this first. I mean, it's cute. Oh, hello. No, I do not speak Spanish. I was terrible in class. I think the only one I could recognize is C. Which I'm pretty sure just means yes. She doesn't look half bad, actually. She's actually looking cute. Oh. Actually, I think I'll add a little bit extra detail right here. Make that a diamond. Add that there. Actually, no. Try to line this up. I don't know what else to do to make this, I don't know, more detailed.
I don't know.
I suppose my way of making it look more detailed is adding wrinkles. No, this is growing on me. My face still kind of looks goofy, but you know what? I'm not messing with it again. You know what? I think this is where I'm gonna end off my stream. I'm actually getting kinda tired. I'll think more on this later. Anyways, hope everyone who watched the stream had a good night. I shall, probably stream later. Good night.
Night.